Welcome back to our project here on Building Wisconsin. We're in downtown Milwaukee following along the construction of the Moderne, a great example of a downtown revitalization project. And as it's nearing completion, now let's once again catch up with our plumbing foreman, Jim Schubert.
So we have Jerry here. He's one of our apprentices. He's putting up hangers for our water main system.
Okay, so on a project of this magnitude, what's it like running water mains?
It's very interesting. We have 3 zones. Basically, we have a zone for the parking structures where you were here last time, and the apartments from 8 to 19, and then from 20 to 30. And these are part of our Zone 3 water mains from the 20th floor to the 30th floor.
Boy, this is a great example of the complexity that goes into a structure of this size. Again, we're downtown, a 30-story building, and it's up to you and your 5 or 6 other plumbers to take care of the plumbing aspects on this structure?
Yeah, we have 5 other guys other than myself, 3 journeymen and 3 apprentices, and we're all working together to try to get everything up to the 30th floor and make sure everything is done correctly.
Okay, and then as I look at these, what are these for?
These right here are manifolds. They feed each unit. Once we get this stubbed up and we start roughing the actual units, we'll pull PEX lines to each individual fixture, the toilets, the sinks, the tubs, and we have shutoffs here so we can isolate each unit if there's a problem in the future.
So here's some pretty big copper piping. Are these the mains you're referring to?
No, the mains we have are up on 29. They run down the core, the east core stairwell from the 30th floor down to the 8th floor where we have our booster pump, our water heaters, and everything is pumped up to the 30th floor and then down-fed through gravity.
Well, as you mentioned, we were here when you were just finishing up the parking areas of this structure, about 12 stories up. Now it's 30, nearing completion. Can you take us on a tour and show us what the guys are up to?
Yeah, let's go see where we're pulling some PEX. So Stu, this is what we were looking at up on the 28th floor. This is the manifold system that we were showing. And basically, when you were here the last time, we had talked about putting everything in the right spot the first time for later. And this is a classic example. We wanted to hit the dead space with our water mains. And we now have access to the valves. And they're pulling the PEX for the toilet and the lab.
And you know, last time we were here, you showed me how all the building plans on this project were on a little tablet, so everybody could communicate. You didn't have to carry around the big, bulky, old style paper plans. Did you find that really made a difference and more efficient on a project of this magnitude?
Yeah, I mean, it saved us a ton of time, not carrying those down. Everything was accessible right in front of us. I could carry it in a backpack, and we could have access to it instantly. Where with the plans, they get wet, they're hard to read. On the computer, it was easy to see every time.
Well, I just am always amazed at the efficiency, especially seeing your guys in action here. No wonder you only had 6 plumbers on a project of this magnitude.
We try to be as efficient as we can, and our guys do a great job of that.
Again, it's teamwork and good trained workers. Again, it just makes for a better end result. Obviously, red for hot, blue for cold. Does each unit have its own hot water heater?
No, that's a good question. No, we have only 4 water heaters for the whole building. And I can show that to you down in the mechanical room if you'd like.
4 for the entire building?
4 for the whole building.
I gotta see this.
Okay, Stu, these are the water heaters for the building. We have 4 water heaters that feed the entire building.
Get out of here, 4 water heaters. What exactly are the water heaters that I'm looking at?
These are the water heaters. They're fed in from the inside. We have shut-off valves, so if we ever have to work on them, we can shut them off. The pumps help pump and circulate the water to this entire system.
Is pressure a concern in a building of this size?
Oh, absolutely.
This height?
Yeah, we have a booster pump. City pressure is only going to get us up so high, so we have to pump the water up to the higher floors, and then we let gravity do the work to get it back down.
And so as I look at this, I'm just blown away that 4 heaters can handle how many units here?
There's about 200.
Okay,
yeah.
so about 200 units. Let's just say by some freak coincidence, everybody's taking a shower. 4 water heaters, these are going to be able to keep up with the demand?
Yeah, no problem. That's designed to keep up with everybody using everything at the same time.
Peak capacity.
At peak capacity.
Amazing. Well, it's pretty apparent to me after seeing the guys in action how important the training must be. But from your perspective, how important is it for you to have a highly trained apprentice, highly trained journeyman on a job like this?
Oh, very important, because I can't do everything by myself. So having them trained through the union, day school, night school, working with our shop as a team, everybody working together with all the other union trades, having them come out and knowing that I can just tell them, hey, we need the water heaters done and we need this done, and it's done and done correctly, it makes my job a lot easier.
Sure, because you're the foreman on it, but ultimately you're leaning on them to get it done correctly and on budget.
Yep.
And another thing, pride. You mentioned earlier in the show, about 8 months ago when I was with you, the pride that you felt at that time of working on a project like this. It's nearing completion. Do you still feel that way?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I was an apprentice, I would have never thought about working on stuff like this. And to be able to know that these are going to be here for 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 years and working efficiently, yeah, that's a lot of pride.
Sure, and from 5, 10 miles away as you're driving into town, you get to see it.
Drive into work, I can see it 10 miles before I get to work every day. And you know, if we go somewhere, I can show my kids, hey, that's my building over there that I did from the ground up 30 stories.
Well, I tell you, from my standpoint, it's been great being able to follow along with this process. It's looking great. How much longer until you're done?
About August.
So a couple more months.
A couple more months and we're completely done and on to the next one, hopefully.
I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to show us around and give us a behind-the-scenes look at the plumbing in this project.
Oh, you're welcome.